Images of woman, woman made. Where do I go to find images of woman, woman made? Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Melina Carnicelli. I'm so pleased to be here and really pleased that you all have joined us. 2020, here it is, and here we are to celebrate. Well, not so fast. To commemorate? Well, who or what exactly? To activate? Sure thing. I say, let's do all that. And because it's 2020, let's feminate. I thought I made up that word, but I didn't. It's in the dictionary. It says it's obsolete for feminine. I looked it up after I saw it spelled out in a dream. It has a Latin origin. Me too. So I guess it's from one of my obsolete past lifetimes. Maybe I made it up when I was one of Rome's Vestal virgins. Well, virgin no more, but maybe. Is this the Vagina Monologues, Angela? Is this it again? Tonight I'm here to advocate for feminate as the 2020 word of the year. An action word to light us up. A verb as in to feminate. Because I think of 2020 as the fulcrum we need to turn this crazy ass time in our country and the world around. We do need a 180-degree turn. We're burning up, literally and figuratively. But we need to be on fire passionately for equal representation by women in leadership and governance. Instead of stop, drop, and roll, let's stop, pivot, and feminate until we know and feel the balance. I love this quote by Miranda Lundy in her book, Sacred Number. Men and women alike live under a sun and moon, sometimes remembering how miraculously balanced they seem. The same size in the sky, one shining by day, the other by night. It's 2020, 100 years after ratification of the 19th Amendment, yet still no Equal Rights Amendment. So let's focus on changing the sometimes remembering to always remembering the balance. Enough of the male hierarchy, enough of the male dominance, and enough of male overrepresentation. Let's begin in earnest to expect balance, expect equality for women, as we expect balance between sun and moon. Not just here and there, not just in this country or that country, not just in one culture or another, not just in one family or another, but everywhere, in all things, on the entire planet. But how do we get balance? Well, I don't know the one answer, or even if there is just one answer, but for 2020, I suggest affemination. A noun to the verb to feminate. According to me, affemination is a peaceful, worldwide uprising aimed at achieving gender equality by feminating until balance is achieved. And I suggest we start right here, right now, in Auburn, New York. Let's start small, real small, with actions we can commit to while sitting right here, right now in our seats. How about this? How about we commit to 2 simple language shifts? Like, never again say, "Hey guys," when greeting groups of people where girls and women are present. All right, how about start saying, "Oh my goddess," upon being surprised, or "Oh my goddess," when being chagrined. Oh, and how about not endorsing or voting for the male candidate who espouses your values when he's running against a woman who also espouses your values? There is a caveat. unless he's your son. And will you commit to look at our history? In my friend Sally Roche Wagner's words, look to our history for kick-ass leadership. Say hello, Harriet Tubman. Hello, Frances Seward, Sojourner Truth, Susan B., Alice Paul, Eleanor Roosevelt, Shirley Chisholm, Bella Abzug, Betty Friedan. Look to ourselves, yourselves, and contemporaries for action. Say hello to Renee Richards, Gloria Steinem, Jane Fonda, Tony Van Pelt, Holly Near, Nancy Pelosi, HRC, Ilhan Omar, Martina Navratilova, Maria Yovanovitch, and AOC. Look to our youngsters for the ultimate balancing act for a sustainable future. Hello, Greta Thunberg. Hello, Emma Gonzalez, Anna Dobrat, Katie Eder, Lizzo. And most importantly, let's commit to look to our neighbors right here in central New York, our Haudenosaunee sisters, for guidance on how to feminate responsibly. For centuries, right here in our midst, our Native Nations sisters have had equal voice, body rights, and spiritual agency. Hello, Mama Bear and clan mothers then and now. It's fitting we start the femination here in central New York, as according to historian, author, and friend Sally Roche Wagner, again, quote, "We are the real birthplace of democracy on the shores of Onondaga Lake, where the 5 Haudenosaunee nations before Columbus created the world's oldest continuing democracy, the model for our own government." It's 2020, my sisters and brothers who get us, and women's equality, self-determination, and self-sovereignty are under fire still. Come on, it's 2020, we must feminate, starting now. Let's hear it, feminate now. Feminate now, feminate now. Thank you.
Good evening. How are you? Good. I'm going to read 2 pieces. One that I wrote fairly recently as a response to my thoughts about tonight and being a part of a feminist extravaganza. Yeah, I love this stage. Thank you, Angela and Carrie and everybody for making it real. Writing the rights. 100 years, we secured the right to vote. Voting ain't meant much freedom for me. Choice, power, or selection for me and my offspring. Elections and selections are a privilege, and only in the right space, the right time, and the right place. When whiteness is best served, is a Black figurehead or elected becomes present in our leadership embrace. The stories behind Black women, experiences in America, can't be captured in a word like feminist, or a date, or one march, or one victory. The experience of Black women is about fighting. The repeated denial, the beatings, the rapings, the reframing of the deficit framing placed upon us at birth. Our faces, our hair, our bodies, and our mere presence in the field, in the offices, or at the executive leadership table is often undermined. I think they try to keep us in line or washed. in a whiteness so clear that our voices no longer exist. Our presence is ignored. These women who seem to show up so regal and ready, confident and comfortable, wise and welcoming, are in reality what I call soulful soldiers, engaging in this human battle for their voices, their opinions, their values, to be recognized and identified. Black women are on a battlefield on a daily, and ain't no right to vote or equity in that. You see, we are soulful soldiers. We are fighting for the changes that would redeem the killing of our grandfathers and dads and uncles, the rapings of our aunties and great-great-grandmothers. We are waging wars on the economic conditions of our people, the systematic injustice of our children in schools and prison pipelines. Is that womanhood? Is that your womanhood too? Is your reality one that is so shaped by the racial realities that your womanhood becomes secondary to your skin color? Because every morning when I wake up and approach the makeup counter, I realize first and foremost, I am Black, just like my mama and my grandmama and my grandfather told me, you best never forget. This second piece I wrote some time ago, and it's called An Ode to Black Love. I, a queen of another time. Black love is one of the most radical acts we have left to perform. It is most profound. It is the most profound action in our quest for personal and collective liberation. You see, my king and I traveled from our villages in chains to the bows of slave ships, and we have endured the attempts to destroy our union, our self-love, and affection. You see, they separated us. They punished us for our expressions. They erased our language. They banned our music. They destroyed our perspectives of beauty. Cursed my hair, placed values upon my size, complexions, and abilities. They attempted to master the elimination of our sentiments and humane connections. They denied us the right to love and protect. However, spiritually, we always knew our purpose on earth. My king and I wore our destiny with honor. It's sewn on my soul, never to be stripped away or denied by their laws or actions. I see and I saw my king. King, I watched them place you upon blocks. They chained your hands, and when you still fought for freedom, they condemned you to the whipping post. They forced you to see their power upon me, yet still I saw you. I watched in horror as they stripped away your freedom. I cried too as they denied your manhood and eliminated the possibilities of us raising the kingdom we were destined for. Tear stains imprinted on my face and soul witnessing those moments. I, a queen, partly died with you as they carved away at your physical body. For a time, I lived in fear and functioned in numbness. However, upon the moonlight one night, I saw your soul. You whispered in the wind, filling me with purpose again, a rebirth reminding me of my destiny and position as queen. I, queen, raised my head and moved forward. I, a queen, transcended time. I moved with our people from that time to the present, my king. Your blood still trickles through our offspring, and so does their curse of that time we were forced upon these shores. I, as a queen, travel through time with our offspring. I am with our children, you see. I am watching over them through the centuries of progress. I stay on their shoulders, watching and guiding. I pray over them. The seeds of fear and doubt spread throughout the plantation continue to bear fruit, you see. I see the fear, the anger, the pain, and the hurt manifesting in their actions and their lives. Yet, your boys are still fighting, my king. These young kings are striving for their rightful place as leaders. Kings are seeking their roots in who we once were. Your girls are struggling to find the beauty woven deep inside the fabrics and grains of themselves. Our children are soul searching. The fight as queen isn't easy in this century, nor was it easy in the last, but we are strong and multiplying. I am queen and I am staying with them. Me, love, goddess of love, I weep. The desire to love and manifest Black love amongst our offspring seems a daunting task. I'm fighting to remind them. I'm standing to remember. I am present and I am carrying the torch. My king, your sacrifice and demise at the whipping post and the pain endured thereafter is enough to keep me on my path. This is my ode to our Black love. Thank you.